Well, going back to when I did my first deal, there's a lot of anxiety and excitement to do this deal, so you tend to have your blinders on in terms of what you're looking at. One of the major things I tell people is be very wary of the numbers. You know, when you get a prospectus on a real estate deal, the numbers tend to be a little skewed to the benefit of the owner. Of course, the broker's job is to sell the owner and maximize value. So it's important to understand what the costs are associated for managing that property. I'd recommend not talking to the brokers, even your own brokers. I would recommend talking to another owner in the area who has a similar property. What are the things that they didn't encounter? Some of the things are, permits. Permits are never factored into a evaluation metric, but that's something you have to figure every single day, because every year, every city is going to have a permit for managing a property. Some of the other things are tax valuations. They're going to report the taxes, but you have to go out there and make sure that the taxes are based on a value similar to what you're buying it for. If an owner's owned a building for 30 years, their tax value could be half of what you're buying it for. And when you buy it at that higher value, the taxes are going to go up to that current amount that you're paying for it. So it's very important to understand those concepts and what happens when you do buy real estate, because taxes doubling can end up bearing you. One of the other things I always recommend people do is people sit there and say, hey, I have $100,000 extra. I want to go buy a $500,000 piece of real estate. Don't do that. Go buy a $350,000 piece of real estate, put 75 grand or 70 grand down, and have that rainy day fund. I always tell people have 6 months to a year worth of mortgage payments. That way you can cover your mortgage payments. You have to put in a new boiler, new windows, a new roof, new HVAC. You should do a thorough inspection anyhow, but you never know what might pop up later. That might have just been a fluke. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble real quick if all of a sudden something happens where you have to sit there and change something out because of some oversight, some random occurrence. And the last thing you want to do is spend all your savings on the down payment and then all of a sudden be stuck trying to fix a roof repair, because if that roof keeps leaking, you're going to lose tenants and things are going to spiral down from there. So a big recommendation I have for people is don't spend 100% of your down payment on a down payment. Spend a portion on there, that we have that rainy day fund there ready to go. And as the building stabilizes and it does better, go out there, take the cash flow, and start buying more real estate with it. But don't jump in head first. So go out there, get the help from unbiased sources, and 2, don't spend all your down payment on the acquisition. Spend only a portion of it.